Hi, so in this video, I'll quickly show us how to manage customer orders at a dining or sitting restaurant situation where the customers would have their meal before they make payment. So let's assume the customers has placed order for, let's see, let's assume, they've ordered for a couscous salad and one bottle of Coke, which is, let's say 35 cl, right? So once you check out, your cashier can go ahead to, if it was a walking customer that wanted the item right away, then you can click on any of the payment option. But once it's a sitting situation, click on save and print bill, and you can give it a label. So you can put the customer's name, or if it's by table, you identify them. You can say maybe table 3, and you already have a timestamp that already allows you, easily identify the order. Right after that, you click on save. Now the bill is saved. You can go ahead to print it, and just have it handy if you need to give it to the kitchen or whoever needs the information to process the order. You can print it out. Now that's saved. You can always come back to access that bill. So if you come to view draft sales, you'll find it there under draft sales. So you can come here and this is the order. You can go ahead to print it again if you want to give it to the customer this time around. And let's assume you've printed it out and they are ready to pay. You just click on pay, and it brings you here. You can go ahead to add the customer details for maybe customer loyalty, or you want to give them points so they can come back and go ahead to check out. Now, how are they paying? Are they paying by cash? Is it card? Do they want to do a transfer, or do they have a gift card they want to redeem from one of our partners, or do they want to use their loyalty points that they've earned over time? You have several options. If it's transfer, for example, we also have other options. It's virtual account, so that you can confirm immediately. It's USSD instant confirmation. Or if they want to use their bank app, which you have to confirm manually, then you can do that. Confirm you've received the amounts, get a reference if you need to verify later, maybe their phone number or whatever, and you click on OK. In a few seconds, the transaction will be completed, and you can go ahead to print a receipt. So this is a receipt of final payment, and you can see all the details on the receipt. So that's a simple transaction. You can go ahead to send the receipt via email if you want, or send a thank you message just for customer service, or if it's an order, you have the option to request for delivery. All right, let's move on. So that's a simple transaction where the cashier handles the order. Now let's assume the customer, we have some restaurants where they have a smart menu, and the customer can place the order and send it directly to the POS. Now this barcode allows you easily give access to that. So you can also print this barcode and put it on your table for them to scan to access your menu. This can also be displayed on a dual screen POS depending on your setup. But however, once your customer scans this barcode, they can access the menu that looks like this. I'm just going to overlay that on here. So that looks like this. Now with this, your customers can access that menu and decide to, place their orders directly. I'm just going to log out from this user because I'm this customer. Let's call me Dami, and then I can put my number. No, let's just leave it there and start the order. So I've walked into the restaurant, and let's say I want a couscous salad, and I want let's say one cup of parfait. I can go ahead to check out. If I want to add more items, I can add more items. I can increase the quantity. Maybe my friend is with me and it doesn't mind the plate. And then I can go ahead to send the order. Now I have the option to pay at the till. If I'm already in the restaurant, I can choose pay at collection. If I want to pay with USSD or my gift card, I can do that. But let's just do pay at collection. I can send the order. And once the order is sent, you get notified immediately. So you can see the notification on my desktop as well on also on the POS. So if I go ahead to click this, let me just get rid of this. If I go ahead to click this, I'll be taken to the order page where I find my list of orders, and I can easily see the new orders that have come in. So this is the order from Dami, 2 plates of couscous, 1 cup of parfait, and I can go ahead to process the order as the cashier. So I click on processing, it will notify the customer that it's being processed. But once they're inside the restaurant, that might not be needed. But if it's an order that was placed outside the restaurant, then that's useful. Once it's ready, the cashier can come and say, ready order. Again, the customer will be notified. At this point, if they're in the restaurant, the food can be served and all of that. Once they're done with their meal, they're ready to pay. Come back here and say, pay for order. And then if there's need to print it, you can click on checkout and print it. But if there's no need, you can go ahead to proceed to collect payment. How are you paying? Is it card? Is it cash? If it's card, for example, with one of our terminals, you can initiate the bill from here. But if you're using a different terminal, you can confirm that that was successful, get a reference, whatever, and then click on OK. In a few seconds, that transaction will be processed successfully, and you can print your receipt and hand it over to the customer. So this is how the receipt looks like. That's the payment method. You can then you can decide to send it an email with their actual email there. Yeah, that's it. So that's how you can process orders either by your cashier or even by the customers themselves and manage it seamlessly with Loystar. Thank you.